All right, afternoon. Latest installment on my 68 Corvette engine swap. Exciting day. Thank you, Holley, for taking care of me on what I needed here for the upgrade. I mentioned in an earlier video I was going to go to a fuel injection, the Sniper 2 system. I think I also mentioned I was going to go to MSD ignition. So I got some of the parts that came in today. The control module for the MSD ignition is on back order. I knew that. I should get it in about a week, 10 days, something like that. But I did get the distributor, and I got the coil. And over here is the bracket for the AC compressor, because I'm going to run headers. So wanted to go ahead and open this up and do a video of it. Again, really excited. It was a neat day, Friday. Kind of like holiday, early Christmas. So let's see, where do we start? I guess let's start with the Sniper 2. See what's in the package on this. There we go. Tape some. Nope. There we go. Okay, got it. All right, so let's see what's in the package here. All right, that's the main unit right there. I'm going to pull everything out on the table and kind of go through it, talk about it a little bit, talk about what I got, and then we'll move on to the next carton. So let's see. So there's the instructions. I've watched some videos on the Sniper 2 system. Seems like it's very, very user-friendly. Certainly, I think well-designed, well-engineered. So really excited about that, but I want to read through the manual. I think I mentioned I'm going to go ahead and do some pretty in-depth videos on the install on all of these components. I'll probably do separate ones for each one because I think some of these are going to be a little time-consuming. So rather than having one long, lengthy one, I'm not a proficient guy as far as editing video. So it's kind of raw video. I post it up, and it is what it is. So. But the manual, instruction manual, obviously I'll get into that. Let's start with the brains of the unit, the actual Sniper 2 system. Again, I think it's really, really well engineered. Some of the things that they've done to it is it's only one fuel line required. It's got a fuel regulator inside, and then the brain, I guess you would say, of it is built in. So again, it's all one unit. They have a harness for it. Looks like that's part of it there. So it's really great. You don't have to, and for any of us that have got older vehicles that pre-fuel injection, if you want to run fuel injection, this is the ideal option, because again, it only requires a single fuel line. It has a built-in regulator, so it's really, really well designed. Really, really an awesome system. So anxious to get that going. But that's the main piece of it. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so this is power distribution. Okay, I think when I was talking with Holley, I thought there was a couple of options on this, and I was going to go without the power distribution. So I don't know if they now only make it available with this power. I mean, it's a great unit. Don't get me wrong. It makes it easier. I mean, I'm pretty good with doing electrical, so that's why I was going to opt not to do it. But with that being said, I have it. It's going to make the installation that much easier. So very cool. Again, that's got instructions, so I'll have to go through the instructions on that, see how that's supposed to all go together. So put that back in the box. Let's see. So this the wiring loom for that, for the Sniper 2, and that probably integrates with that. And then one of the nice things that Holley's done here is for the Sniper 2 system, you've got to run, let me here, right on top. So you have to run an O2 sensor. And so what they've done is they provide you with a couple of clamps heat gasket, and then instead of having a weld-on bung, you have a use these straps. So essentially what you can do is you can strap this in place. So if you don't have access to a welder, or you choose to do this method, you drill a hole in the exhaust pipe, put this on with a heat gasket with a clamp, put your O2 sensor in, integrate that into the system, and away you go, and you're all set. So there's nothing else to do. Because I'm going with headers, there's going to be some change in the system that I'm going to be doing on the exhaust system, so I'll probably have a bung welded in there for the O2 sensor, but that is that. More of the harness. This looks like this is a water temp sensor. I know it has that capability utilizing for, and I believe that is if you're running electric fans, that will integrate in with that box to control that. Okay, so this is the programming box. Nice little caddy for it. Plenty of cable again, so I'll have to find it with a Corvette. You know, space is a scarce commodity, so I'll have to find a place to locate that. But we'll get that installed. Find a place to put that. For the most part, from what I think I know about the system, once it's in, there's not a whole lot of tinkering that needs to be done with it. So I think I can probably locate this in a pretty out of the way place, and it'll be just fine. So let me get it back in the package here. Little stylus for it. Okay, nice, very nice, complete unit. So that's the Sniper 2 system. Again, very excited about this. Let's see what else we got here. There's another Holley box. Let me do the Holley stuff, and then I'll kind of get into the MSD. I believe this is the in-tank fuel pump. Again, well-designed, well-engineered unit. Yeah, it is. Okay. Instructions for that. So this in-tank fuel pump is designed, I know it fits the 68 Corvette. I want to say that 68 up to a few years is probably all the same, so it's probably all relevant. Again, goes right in the tank. It's a single line, don't need a return line. Well engineered, well designed. For those of us with older or classic cars, it is a great feature. What I'm going to do is I'll end up, I don't have to let me gather my thoughts here. So this goes in from the bottom of the tank, is the way this goes into the tank. So in theory, I wouldn't have to drop the tank to install this. I am going to go ahead and drop the fuel tank, and there's a couple of reasons I'm going to do that. One is because obviously this is going to run higher PSI than what the carburetor would run. So I'm going to need to drop the tank, change those soft lines that transition from the fuel tank into the chassis. I'm going to have to transition to change those to a line that will take the pressure of, obviously, I think it's 60 psi, 45 to 60 psi, but change those lines, or change that line, I should say. The other thing I'm interested in, I've got to talk to Holley a little bit more. I was considering maybe running E85. I talked to the folks that made the engine, that built the engine for that. They said, yeah, no problem, I can run E85 if I want, otherwise it's 91 octane. So if this unit is compatible with E85, then I've got to have fuel soft lines that are compatible with E85. So again, I'm going to drop the tank, change that soft line. I'll shoot a video of that. I've dropped that tank before. You might be able to get up there to that fitting and change it without having to drop the tank. We'll see. I remember I dropped the tank once before, and it was kind of a bear to do. So we'll see how that works out. But again, I intend on doing a video on that, so you'll see that. Let me go ahead and put that back in the box. All right, so that's my things from Holley. And then they also helped me out with, excuse me, they helped me out with the MSD ignition. This is the distributor. Now I had to run, the Sniper 2 system does have a full system which includes the distributor, which integrates in with the Sniper 2 EFI. I can't run that, or I shouldn't say I can't. I chose not to run that because the Corvette has a mechanical, driven off the distributor tachometer. So in order to do that, I had to go with the MSD Distributor. Matter of fact, there's the coupling right there for that. So very nice looking unit. Wow, impressive. So we got that. Instructions again, I'll go through all the instructions. Miscellaneous hardware, have to see what that's excuse me, what that's for, but that's pretty complete. It's as well. So we have that. And then the last thing is the coil. And again, the box for this is coming. It's just, it's on back order. But this is the coil to integrate with that. So I chose to go with, I know MSD is known for red. I chose to go with a box, and with a coil I chose to go with a black rather than the traditional red of MSD. But that's the unit for that. And that's actually pretty heavy. It seems like it's much heavier than my stock coil was. So interesting. Interesting. Okay. Get that back in the package here. So that's the components that I've got up to this point. Again, one additional bracket. This is, my car's an air-conditioned car. I'm going to switch to headers, so I needed to switch to this bracket for the air conditioning. So I've got another another bracket coming for the alternator, so that that works with the headers as well. But again, thank you, Holley. Great units, great looking system here. When I get ready to install this, again, I'll do some videos, and I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I will probably do videos on each installation, just because I think they're going to be a little bit lengthy, and it will be a little easier to digest and sit and watch rather than watching it all pooled together. Sorry if there's a little bit of background noise in this video. My air conditioner for the home kicked on, and so it may have created a little background noise, but sorry about that. But thank you for watching, and look forward to the next installment on the Sniper 2 system and the HEI. All right, take care. Bye-bye.